We are talking about the LordMacaulay's minutes and the downward filtration theory. Here the Lord Macaulay has clearly said what it is, that it is about the English education and about the best forms of the class, who made this interpretations between us, English is a taste in opinions and in morals and also in intellect. During his Macaulay minutes speech, he also expressed that his strong opinion in favor of English education, and he thought that the Oriental culture was defective, unholy and corrupted. So that's the reason he thought it would be better to give proper teaching to all the small of upper and middle class students. As a law of infiltration, it would reach to more number of people. This law was known as an infiltration or downward filtration theory. Here comes a new concept, downward filtration theory. Here we were talking about Macaulay's minutes and how this theory worked. Here actually what happened is, according to this policy, an attempt was made to educate the higher classes only. So then what happened to this educational filters from down to classes to masses. So from the classes to masses, when they were modified like that, when the period of modern system and education began, a question arose. What was that question? Should the government educate a class, or should it educate the masses as a whole? Apart from these problems of funds, there were also a formidable difficulties in imparting education to millions of individuals, because all the people who got government jobs, they had to go there, and who are going to teach here? So the beginning problem was desired results, mainly two reasons, because firstly the persons who received the education in English schools got employed under government, and therefore they hardly had an opportunity to go and teach the common man. But secondly, what was done is, persons who were taught in English schools in most cases developed a superiority complex. Wherever some people will be having an inferiority, but here they developed a superiority complex, and they have formed a class by themselves. So we are going to teach only this kind of class students, not the masses. So what happened through this was, this English knowing persons did not feel any sympathy towards the masses at all in knowing them about the English. Ultimately, what happened next? Then, however, this theory did not work because of derived in the way of beginning of the Macaulay's proposal. First, how he thought that was not the thing which was happening here, and so here he opined that a shelf of Europeans' library is equal to the whole literature of India and Arab. So he wanted to create a good number for Europeans who would support this government, and the government approved the Macaulay's proposal, and after the government education, English education and science started spreading very quickly. So that is about the Lord Macaulay minutes and downward filtration theory, what problems it had and later what happened. So I hope you understood this concept.